Heat Seekers, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to talk about Josh Gordon, newly signed Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver.
Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Don't forget, drop a like, smash that subscribe button, the notification icon, stay up to date with live streams, tier ranking videos, waiver wires, and all that. Let's get to it. All right, so let's cut right to the chase. What are you doing with Gordon? What are we doing with Gordon? Definitely a guy you want to add if he's available. The Chiefs signed him, right? Everybody wants a piece of this offense. The issue we've had so far is that we don't have guys taking the heat off Tyreek Hill. Now, obviously, Kelsey's in a world of his own, but Tyreek Hill doesn't have a true number two taking attention and the coverage away from him. We've seen a dip in Tyreek Hill's production so far since week one, where he had a great game. They needed somebody. They wouldn't have taken a shot on Josh Gordon if they didn't think there was something there. But let's make sure we put this in proper perspective. The dude's been in and out of the league, this is now his fourth team, finished 2013 as a wide receiver too with over 314 fantasy points. But since then, he's been in 28 games. That's 28 games in 7 years and averaging under 10 points a game. So what you're doing here, this is more of a speculative ad. So it's not something that you can dive into thinking you're throwing them in your lineup immediately. So in a redraft situation, if you're struggling receiver and you've had a bunch of these injuries, the Judys and the Hamlers and all these guys, this is a good ad to throw on the back of your bench to see what they do. This is an offense that if they're high-powered and they're rolling on all cylinders, this is something you want. Think about it. They're 1-2 right now, and everybody else in the West is ahead of them. Like, nobody would have expected that. Who would have thought they would have been struggling for offensive consistency at this point in the season? Not very many. So Josh Gordon is a guy you can definitely take a shot on. Now, obviously, in a dynasty situation, if he has any value, you got to sell him. Because how many times has he hurt us? How many times have we had him on our rosters and done nothing? So don't be afraid to ship him out if you can get something for him. But the only way that we really tell you to go after him is if you need some wide receiver depth and you're contending. In a redraft situation, anybody go after him. It doesn't hurt to have him on your roster to see what happens. In a dynasty situation, rebuilding, and you own him, sell him. Rebuilding and you don't own him, you can spend the money on him if you're hoping to sit and flip, but it's not a great move. It's not really going to catapult you unless he blows up. Now, obviously, the potential's there. Everybody knows why everybody keeps wanting to give Josh Gordon a chance. He's a dynamic, strong, physical receiver that can really take an offense to the next level if healthy. It's been a while, though. So don't be afraid to let somebody else jump on this one and not go after it if you don't feel like your roster needs that type of wide receiver. That being said, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you guys, and we'll see you later.